Wow, the cameraman is he's been drinking. Good evening to Sporting Bet customers. I thought I'd send you this update before tomorrow Tuesday becomes a mad crazy day. It's a match day, of course, with the Chelsea Barcelona at the Camp Nou and Revista de la Liga on Sky Sports, which requires, it may just be an hour of live television, but it requires hours and hours and hours of research and work and everything else. So I thought I'll send this, and of course the only thing to talk about is the semi-finals. We'll go. Let's just keep going. Cameraman, please stop pressing buttons. There it is again. Should closer. Let's work. Anyway, Barcelona Chelsea. I'd love to get you all around a table and discuss this, because everybody said what a great defensive performance by Chelsea, but they did that by low shoulders. Like, they didn't concede, great. But in fact, I'm pretty sure if Roberto Di Matteo looks at the video of the game, and I know he will play the same way at the Camp Nou, but if he looks at the video of the game, it'll be like, we didn't plan this. 24 shots on goal, hitting the post twice, a ball clear of the line by Ashley Cole, a couple of saves by Peter Cech, and Chelsea only did one counter-attack and one corner. So it is very clear that they're gonna repeat the same idea of putting probably even the same 11, of putting 11 men behind the ball sometimes, with Drogba dropping very deep, some of the times with him as a lone striker, and they're gonna look for the long balls to him. It was interesting that up to 4 guys, 4 Barcelona players, surrounded Drogba in search of getting the ball off him or recover the possession in the second balls. But they really seemed scared of Drogba, and fairly, it was fair enough, because actually he had a great game. Ooh, I'm disappearing again. So anyway, they will have to improve their attack and their defense. I'm talking about Chelsea. And Barcelona will do the same as they did. By having Chelsea and Madrid together, people may say, "Ooh, crisis," or 2 defeats that suggest something big is happening here. And I think they're 2 completely different games. In 6 months' time, we'll look at this, and I'll show you the video of each, and you'll say, against Real Madrid they seem tired. Against Chelsea, they did what they had to do, and what they've been doing most of the time, which is creating chances, moving the ball around, running behind the defenders. But didn't get his chances. Neither did Xavi. So if that had happened and Alexis hadn't hit the post but scored, it would have been a different result. Do not get confused by both games. I think Real Madrid defended well. Real Madrid did defend well. Chelsea didn't defend well. So they will have to improve on that at the Camp Nou. I've been discussing in Twitter, for those of you who've got Twitter, that Barcelona, the Camp Nou, has got 239 square meters more than Stamford. All that means really basically is that they're going to spread themselves out as much as they can, Barcelona, and try to open up the defense of Chelsea. Of course, you can counter-arrest that by just being very solid in the middle, but that means chances can be created by looking for superiority in wide areas. So if Alves, nobody goes and gets him, it could be a 2 versus 1 in that position. You could have one of the midfielders helping Alves and creating chances from there. I'm not saying putting crosses, but doing 1-2s, and you do have to come out and defend. And if it's a bigger pitch, if it's a wider pitch, then there's more pitch to defend. That's all I'm saying. Right, decision time, I suppose. I think Barcelona are going to win, and I think they're going to win by a couple of goals. And Chelsea will have another spirit approach to the game. I'm pretty sure they will work really hard, and eventually, I may be wrong, and Chelsea may qualify for the Champions League final. But I do, like Pep Guardiola with his players, I do have to say trust on Barcelona to overcome what it is at the moment, a small deficit of 1-0. It will be much more complicated if they concede. If they concede 1 goal, then that's it, over. I think Chelsea will go through. But if Barcelona scores first, then opens up a whole lot of possibilities, which I think mostly includes Barcelona going to the final. We'll see. And and the other one, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, a difficult one. I think Real Madrid made the mistake of actually box-to-box football almost, far too direct in many occasions against Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich, especially in the second half, created lots of chances against Real Madrid. This Real Madrid that could close down Barcelona couldn't do so with Bayern Munich. But it's the Santiago Bernabeu, and it's a Real Madrid confident after winning the Clásico, and a Real Madrid with Di Maria sharp, with Cristiano Ronaldo believing in his possibilities and in the team. He actually knows what Real Madrid can do, and he's happy with the kind of football that sometimes they have to practice. Hello again. Anyway, for sporting bet customers, my advice, and if I get it wrong, I'm sorry, but I think it will be a Barcelona Real Madrid final. But it will be more difficult for Real Madrid. Perhaps a 2-1 at the Santiago Bernabeu, which means they will go to extra time. Being the Santiago Bernabeu may be an advantage to them. It will be that close. I think Bayern will score, Real Madrid will have to score twice, and then just leave it to extra time for a third goal, perhaps. That's how I see it. We'll see. And Barcelona will win, perhaps 3-1, 2-0. We will see. But two amazing games, though. Amazing games at the end of the season at all levels and in all competitions, including the Premier League. We'll talk about that after the Champions League. Okay, cheerio sporting bet customers, and for those of you who watch Revista, see you on Tuesday night.